Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of our InSide NDU Podcast. Join me in welcoming our guest for this episode. He has an extensive history at NDU as a professor of mechanical engineering, having chaired the Department of Mechanical Engineering and later on being appointed Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. Since 2021, he has also been in office as a Vice President for Academic Affairs, leading the university through several processes towards academic excellence. Dr. Hayek, welcome to our podcast.
Hello, Amir. Nice to see you today.
Can I start by asking you a rather obvious question? Why did you want to become a Vice President for Academic Affairs in NDU?
Well, this is a tough question. I did not want to become a vice president, actually. We're working at NDU, and whenever you work at NDU, if your work is noticed, automatically you will go up step after step. So I was a chair at some point, chair of a department, and I moved to become a dean, and then lately, 2 years ago, vice president for academic affairs.
Which was easier for you as a job, being a Dean of the Faculty of Engineering or a VPAA?
Dean of a faculty or VPA are almost the same from a load point of view, actually. As a dean, you're managing one faculty. As a VPA, you're managing a set of faculty, group of faculties. But we are helped by a group of deans, by a very, very nice team at NDU of deans. We have 7 deans because we have 7 faculty, and we are doing a great job.
And what position do you like the most?
Probably it's a bit early to say which one is better.
So how has your perspective on education changed over the years?
The problem of education here in Lebanon, of course, is a major issue because of the crisis. We went into problem as a result of the crisis started in Lebanon in 2019. But here at NDU, we're doing not bad because we're trying actually to move in spite of the waves that we are receiving from outside that are affecting our system, affecting the education system in Lebanon overall.
For those who are unfamiliar with what accreditation is, could you possibly give them a brief explanation on why is it important to be part of an accredited institution?
Accreditation, in a very, very short, in a nutshell, if I can say, is a label of quality. So whenever you are accredited, of course, when we say accreditation by external bodies, not by local, well-recognized bodies, you're accredited by an external body, it means you have a certain quality. As an education system, educational institution, our quality is mainly academic quality. It means educational qualities. We're working according to the latest standards in academic fields of academic excellence.
That's great.
So accreditation is one thing. Of course, we have also another issue that's well known in the country, which is a ranking. Education is an academic activity, while ranking is more of a commercial nature. And unfortunately, here in Lebanon, actually, we're mixing. Sometimes people, especially parents, give more weight to rankings than accreditation, while it should be the opposite in real life, because accreditation has a better value, larger value.
And the EU was accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education, NECE, in 2018, and it was also reaffirmed recently. How has the university evolved in its mission with such an accreditation?
NDU had a mission, even before accreditation. And
what was its mission before accreditation?
We're well known, actually, to be a mission-driven institution. Student-centered, because you're a student.
Yes.
And you know how are we supporting our students. We're also well known to be a missions-driven institution. And the accreditation is the result of being actually a mission-driven institution. We work according to our missions, and our missions calls actually on us to serve our population, our students, and behind our students, our community also, and to give them the best that we can offer in terms of education. And as a result of this long history in terms of serving our mission, actually, we went into accreditation since 10, 15 years ago, institutional accreditation. We started at the beginning by learning, and then we moved into real applications. We became candidate in 2013, then we got the accreditation in 2018, and this past fall, actually, we were re-accredited for a full cycle.
A huge history of accreditation.
It's a huge history of accreditation.
Yes. So as a VPAA, you were more involved in the second reaffirmation of NECE accreditation, of course, as a VPAA. What was the process of the accreditation like?
The process of accreditation, of course, we have to start working on ourselves. We have to prepare what we call a self-study. It's like a fact-finding, actually, work that we have to do to undertake at NDU, at the system, to show our strengths, our weaknesses, in case we have weaknesses, etc. We write a report, we submit the report to the accrediting body in the state, and then we welcome our evaluators to evaluate our system, to check what we have included in our self-study, And then if everything is okay, they give us actually the label, you're approved or not. And we were approved.
How long did it take approximately for NDU to be NETCH accredited?
Again, at the beginning, we started probably 15 years ago, in 2000 and some 2004, 5, we started thinking about accreditation. We started at the beginning to learn how to move into accreditation, how to get accredited, etc., to learn about the standards and so on. And then, as I said, the work actually was sustained, and then we ended up with the full accreditation in 2018.
And why NETCH specifically? Why did
NETCH
you offer
because one of the best actually accrediting body worldwide, and it's well known in the area, New England Commission of Higher Education.
Yes, it places the university among the huge ranks of universities such as Harvard.
Ivy League university in the state. That's
Yes.
right.
So NDU was ahead of the curve from the start. It received its first accreditation for the Advertising and Marketing program at the Faculty of Humanities in 1999 by the International Advertising Association, IAA. So what was the importance of this programmatic accreditation back then?
As accreditation, the IAA was very, very important because it was the first at NDU. So it's in a way helped us to position the system properly in terms of quality, in terms of academic excellence, etc., etc.
And it started your journey for it.
And we started our journey actually in terms of accreditation at that time.
So now if you're going to fast forward from 1999 till 2016, we're going to talk about ABAT, which is the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology that accredited the Faculty of Engineering, and it was also accredited last year. The initial certification was mainly held during your tenure as Dean. So could you tell us about your experience and how did it feel?
Again, like for the institutional accreditation at NDU level, at university level, at faculty level, Faculty of Engineering, we started working also on our programmatic accreditation back in 2010, 2009, 2010. Again, at the beginning we were learning, and then effectively when I became Dean, we established like a solid system to move forward, and then we were able to reach our objective in 2016, retroactive actually effective in 2013. So the Faculty of Engineering is accredited since 2013 onward.
That's amazing. Also in 2016, ABAT accredited the BS in Computer Science at the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, the FNAS here at NDU. Computer science in general is a huge field that is constantly evolving and changing. So how this program prepared students for such a...
The computer science program at NDU is a well-known program here in the market. Our graduates actually are well established in the job market. They are doing a great job. And the probably the accreditation is helping in this respect because they know when they exit NDU, they have a certain quality. And this quality is not up to us to say that we are actually a quality system. We have someone coming from abroad, from outside, from the USA, to stamp us as a quality system. We're delivering quality degrees in terms
They
of
have a
computer
label,
science.
as you said. Now, the BA in Communication Arts for Radio and TV is a popular major at the Faculty of Humanities also here. In 2017, if I'm correct, it became a full member of the International Association of Film and Television Schools Select. So what is the added value of the membership for the radio and TV film major at NDU?
So first, of course, it opened the doors to our students because we are a member of a select group, of an elite group actually related to radio, TV. And our students will have access to a lot of opportunities actually outside the countries because we are part of this elite group. Automatically their degree will be recognized wherever they go.
And also NDU is recognized for its huge film student festivals that actually occurs from year to year. Before we approach the subject of the Faculty of Business Administration and Economics, we have to talk about its two major milestones that happened in the past, in which the BBA in Banking and Finance and Accounting, they were both accredited by the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, ACCA. So business is a very competitive field in general, and it's vast, it's huge. So how does such accreditation give students a plus in the job field?
So the ACCA accreditation is as important as accreditation, programmatic accreditation, I would say, simply because it gives actually our students like an edge over the others. They can apply for certification, and it becomes easier for them to apply for certification and get certified, simply because the ACCA accreditation will give them a certain waiver. So they don't have to study a lot, they don't have to, so it becomes like easier preparation for them.
Yes. You create an easier path, basically, for the students. So also the FBA was recently accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate School of Business, AACSB, which is a huge and a prestigious accreditation for business schools around the world, which basically now puts the FBA among the top 5% of business schools worldwide. So between ACCA and AACSB, what's unique about the FBA's vision and mission for the future?
So the AACSB accreditation is the major actually achievement at NDU. One of my milestone, it's a milestone at the history of NDU, simply because now we are part of an elite group. Only, as you mentioned, only 5% of schools worldwide are accredited by ACSB, and now we are part of this group, which puts us actually in par with similar institutions in the world, like in the States and Europe and so on, that are accredited by ACSB. This will give, again, more opportunity to our students when they graduate from NDU, because their degrees will be automatically actually of a certain level.
Exactly. Especially students holding part of the community Beta Gamma Sigma.
Exactly. And we have the Beta Gamma Sigma, and we're probably planning also as a group or other chapters here at NDU.
So what is next on the horizon for NDU when we're talking about accreditation? Are there more accreditation coming on the way?
Of course, we're pushing our programs and all our faculty to go into accreditation, because we believe that we have to offer our students the best according to our mission. I was saying at the beginning that we are mission-driven, and this is very, very important for us. When we say mission-driven, it means we have to give our students something
high-quality education.
Of a value. So our program, all our program, whenever we have an external accreditation, they are working actually towards such an accreditation, and we're pushing all faculties to move in this direction. It's very important for us.
Could you possibly give us a hint on names of accreditation that you're possibly working on, or not yet?
We have the Faculty of Architecture, Art and Design is working on the accreditation of the architecture program with the NAP, the National Architectural Accrediting Board in the state. They were deemed eligible last fall, and they are working on their self-study right now. Will be visited next fall. So we are setting up actually the visit for next fall right now, and hopefully will be.
So hopefully by next year we'll be accredited also.
Will become, it's not the full accreditation by next year, but will become like a first step actually, candidate for accreditation, and then we'll continue our work. Once you are in this process, you cannot, again, I was saying, we're stuck, we cannot go out. So we have to continue our work till the end.
Yes. So Dr. Hayek, this is the end of our episode for today. Thank you for being on the show with us.
Look, thank you, Larry.
I hope this episode gave you an accurate idea of what is happening inside NDU, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.